Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. My name is Brandon, and I'm your host,
My name is Brett, and I am the co-host to the It Ain't Right podcast,
where we pick an event or topic of the day.
and we rate it on a scale from right to it ain't right.
That's right, baby.
Yes, sir. What are we talking about today?
Today, we're covering the Seattle Food Festival shooting that occurred at the Bite of Seattle.
Whew. It's kind of a rough topic for a great event.
A horrible tragedy occurred at the beloved Seattle Food Festival, the Bite of Seattle, where gunfire opened up and unfortunately ended up leaving 3 people dead and 4 others injured. Authorities are still investigating what led to the violence, including the involvement of multiple suspected shooters.
Before we get into it, check out these clips. Check out this clip.
All right, now to the urgent manhunt in Seattle as police there race to find at least one more suspect in the deadly shooting at a crowded food festival near the Space Needle. In just the past few hours, we got an update from the police chief who says this was targeted gang-related violence. New video shows the moment gunfire broke out at the festival. You can hear it there, sending crowds running. And 3 people were killed, at least 5 more wounded, including a toddler. Some at the event now say lack of security could be to blame. Police believe at least 3 people are behind the shootout. Court documents indicate a 15-year-old is in custody. A 19-year-old suspect died at the scene.
Here we are at Seattle Center. This is where the festival was taking place. And you can see just behind me down there is a popcorn truck. That's the area where this shooting happened. And in fact, it sounds like one of the victims, the 56-year-old woman who's an innocent bystander, according to a fundraiser for her, she was in line over there getting popcorn when those shots rang out. And what we know from officials is that this was some kind of gang violence. We don't know what groups these were. We do know that that 15-year-old and the 19-year-old who died, according to authorities, were associates. But they're looking for now at least one other suspect who could have been involved. And one of the challenges is that there aren't police surveillance cameras right here. So it wasn't caught on camera.
I think the bottom line here is that because we believe this was a targeted shooting, we don't believe that there's anyone out there who is, wants to indiscriminately fire at people, right? At the same time, because we believe that this was gang-related violence, there is absolutely a danger to the people who are involved in those relationships, right? And so that is why we are working with our community partners, community organizations that do this work to try to do everything we can to prevent retaliation, to prevent continuation of violence.
That's pretty tough, Bob. That is an unfortunate event for something that's going to bring a lot of people together to eat some good food, see the Space Needle. After seeing that makes you pretty sad.
That's extremely unfortunate. Honestly, what would have been an amazing food festival, for something like that to go on and happen,
Kind of puts it through the gutters.
really, really puts a sour taste on it. In what would otherwise be an amazing food festival, typically the Bite of Seattle draws close to 350,000 people together.
It's a lot of diversities, and that's a good community.
It is all about community and camaraderie and friendship and culture. All different types of people, all different types of food coming together in one spot.
Right? A 3-day event, and the Bite of Seattle, if you didn't know, has been around since 1982.
So now it's tradition and history.
Right?
And it's very unfortunate that something like this would just taint it, especially in this way in 2026.
All these years of having a great gathering for everybody to enjoy their food, enjoy live bands, doing family events. I'm sure they had the cornhole, they had all the darts to hit the balloons and everything else. Like a fair.
I bet the desserts was delicious. And also on top of all of that, how much good was coming to the community. With 350,000 people showing up to try out food, that's going to generate so much for the local economy. You're talking about travel, renting cars, flights, hotels, and just dining at the local spots around the area. All of that is good things for Seattle and the people who live there.
Bring the economy up and bring the people together. Not do this dumb shit that we're trying to cover.
The Bite of Seattle features local restaurants, food vendors, live entertainment, and family activities. The event takes place near major Seattle landmarks, including the Space Needle. The festival draws large crowds and is considered one of Seattle's major summer community events.
I mean, for having a festival every year, back to back, the Bite of Seattle, where everyone comes together and eats good food. That's pretty awesome.
It sounds like a amazing time.
Get my belly full. I want all the grease. Give me the greasy stuff.
Go to that and then the state fair back to back.
Absolutely. Even though it was a wonderful get together for all these people, it did end up being a bad day on the last day of the festival.
But like you said, unfortunately, on the last day, July 26th, 2026, everything went to hell. According to reports, police responded to gunfire near Seattle Center Armory around 6 p.m. Officers assigned to the festival responded quickly after hearing gunfire. Investigators believe 2 or more individuals exchanged gunfire.
Police later stated they believed at least 3 shooters were involved. Multiple firearms were recovered during the investigation, and authorities stated there was no continuing threat to the public after the immediate incident was contained.
Police have stated that the shooting may have involved individuals who could have known each other, but the investigation remains ongoing. The shooting occurred approximately around 6 p.m. Again, the shooting also was located around the Seattle Center Armory area and was responded to promptly by the Seattle Police Department. There was several fatalities and injuries reported after the shooting. Can you go ahead and tell us about that?
7 people were struck by gunfire, 3 people died, and 4 additional victims were hospitalized. A 2-year-old child was among those injured.
I could not even imagine being in any of those people's shoes. Our hearts and our prayers go out to everyone out there. Lord be with you guys. Please grant you guys healing and comfort. It says that the surviving injured victims were reported to be in stable condition, which is a blessing.
Absolutely. I can't imagine being out there with my family and something go down like this.
As we said earlier, it's supposed to be an event that brings everyone together. You're supposed to go there and enjoy food. There's speculation this could possibly be gang related or gang violence. Who really knows at this point? But what the fuck are you doing at a food festival? Honestly. So as of right now, regarding the criminals and the shooters, police believe that at least 3 individuals were involved in the shooting. A 15-year-old suspect was arrested following the incident, and court documents indicated investigators believe that the juvenile suspect was one of multiple shooters.
Another shooter, a 19-year-old man who died during the shooting, was identified as one of the suspected shooters.
Police are continuing to search for another suspected shooter, while investigators recovered multiple firearms, including a Polymer 80 9mm Ghost gun with a 33-round magazine, a Glock 45 modified to fire automatically, switch.
33-round clip. It's pretty big.
That's people who's coming there for violence. As of right now, the arrested juvenile suspect is considered legally innocent until proven guilty through court proceedings. Also, additional charges or arrests may occur as the investigation continues.
At least 3 suspected shooters. One of them's arrested, one of them passed away, and they're looking for the last guy.
This is what it's being reported online. Hopefully they catch his ass.
Yeah, lock him up.
Lock him up. It's honestly a really unfortunate series of events at an otherwise what would have been a great time. This is going to bring us to the part of the show where we go ahead and put it on a scale between right
And it ain't right.
and we both definitely feel
It ain't right. That's a tough time, man. Imagine bringing your family out there to have a good time, eat some good food.
I'm sitting next to my family now. I couldn't imagine.
Right?
As we said, definitely our prayers and our thoughts are going out to the families and those affected. We hate hearing that, and it's very unfortunate, everything that went down. We're going to keep positive and definitely keep hopeful that they end up catching that third suspect and bring everyone to justice, especially for the people who've been affected.
Absolutely. I know them families are hurting. Prayers their way. It's the best that we can do.
Prayers. Another big reason why this isn't right and really far on the scale is looking at the weapons and what's going on. A ghost gun involved with a 15-year-old and a 19-year-old. Like, what's going on with the guns with switches and the ghost guns not being able to get traced? And they're really young. What's going on with all of that?
That's pretty fishy.
And then there's another suspected individual out there. I don't know how the other guy was involved, but if they're all carrying those kind of weapons, it has been speculated to be gang related. That's not good. And lastly, one of them still at large.
Yeah.
There's families that aren't going to get to see their loved ones, people that's injured, going to have to deal with these injuries going forward. And there's someone out there responsible for it.
Bring him to justice. If you've seen it, if you have anything, let people know. Let's put it out there in the world. This was supposed to bring people together and have a good time. Unfortunately, it ended the way it ended.
But this is going to bring us forward in the show where we go ahead and say everything that we talked about today, we found online. So who knows if it's true, not true, yes, no. We don't really know. We weren't there. We're not privy to all the facts. We're just trying to cover everything and get the information out there.
Yes, sir.
And of course, covering something like this is going to be hard to talk about and is negative overall. But we do feel it is important that people know what's going on out there and protect yourself and protect your loved ones. There's evil out there. It's afoot. Be close. Tell the people you're close to, you love them. It's very important.
You never know what's going to happen.
But lastly, we wanted to say a special thanks to you for stopping by our channel and checking out our content.
If you would like to support the channel, make sure to like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment down below of what you would like to see us cover on the It Ain't Right podcast.
Well, that's going to be a wrap on this one. Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to follow the podcast. Make sure to share it with someone who needs to hear it. Until next time, God bless.
Stay free.
Stay free.